All right, friends, today is the day where we are going to start our I paragraph, our introduction paragraph. So today you are going to need your graphic organizer. We are going to use both today, okay? We are going to practice together with Article 1 that we did on Tuesday. And then I am going to send you off to do your own I paragraph with the second article that we did yesterday. You will watch me, so you'll get a perfect example of how we expect you to do it. And then you will submit a picture on Schoology for the second article, okay? And I'll remind you on all that after we practice. All right, so you need your writer's notebook. Okay, you should have a writer's notebook and you are turning to the next blank page in your writer's notebook. And we're going to take some notes so that you can go back to it later when you write your own I paragraph. So let's just go ahead and start it with I paragraph. Okay, in an I paragraph, you really only need 3 sentences. That's it. Okay, so the first sentence that you are going to include is your hook. Easy, right? Now, if you have these 3 colors, this is really important. I need you, so if you need to pause the video and get a red, a blue, and a green crayon marker colored pencil, something to help us color code our I paragraph so that you make sure you have all 3 of the things. So if you need to pause the video and go grab those, that's fine, okay? All right, so in red, and you're gonna underline yours and I'll model in red, but right now for our notes, we can just write it in red. Your first sentence is your hook, like I said, okay? And we know there's lots of different choices for a hook. Let's review what they are. Your hook can either be what? Do you remember? We can have a question. You can have that sound word. Do you remember what that's called? Onomatopoeia. And we'll put sound next to it. You can just like restate the prompt or the opinion. Or sometimes hooks have a riddle. Okay, we probably won't really do the riddle in opinion writing. Okay, so put a little X next to that one. We probably won't do that one. All right, so then after we come up with a good hook that's pulling in the reader, we have to give our reasons. So that's our next sentence. And notice how I said reasons, not our details. So just our reasons, okay? You're going to include the reasons and your opinion. So for sentence number 2 is your opinion, and we're going to underline and write those today in blue, and reasons. And remember, sometimes it's going to be 2 reasons, sometimes it's going to be 3 reasons. So we'll just put in parentheses 2 to 3 reasons. Okay. And then we end it just like we do with anything, with a closing sentence. Okay. And we are going to write that in green. Okay. And a closing sentence can just be a thought or a feeling. Okay, guys? So it's pretty simple. Now, I'm going to write all of iParagraph in the model with you. I'm just going to write it in pen. You're going to write yours in pencil, but then we're going to underline it and color code it, okay? So let's stop and think about what our opinion is right now. We should be, if you open up your graphic organizer and you've got, this was day 1, and then down here was day 2, okay? We're doing day 1 together. You're going to do day 2 by yourself in a couple minutes. All right, so we want to pull our reader in with a hook. I'm going to start with a question. And we want to remember that when we're writing this, we believe that school should start later, okay? So I like to start with a question. And I'm pretending, and this is actually true, this is more kind of my opinion. I don't like to wake up very early. So I'm going to start by indenting. And I'm going to ask a question, and you might have heard this saying before. Are you an early bird? So an early bird is someone that likes to get up early. And then I'm going to answer that question because I want to start telling you about my opinion. And I'm going to write, I am not. And I need my rest. So you should be writing this down in your notebook because this is a perfect example of what an iParagraph looks like. So that, my friends, is a hook, okay? I'm going to underline my hook in red so that my brain knows, yes, I am becoming a master author. I have included a hook. All right, so then the next sentence is our opinion with those reasons we had on our graphic organizer, okay? So when we say our opinion, we say, I think, I feel, I believe. So I'm going to start with I believe. And I'm not indenting or anything. I'm just putting it right next to my hook. I believe that school should start later. But I'm not done. I'm including my reasons. So I can do that with because. I believe that school should start later because. Now, can I just put sleep longer? No. This is where you have to start adding in those words to your ideas. You can sleep longer. And then we say our other reason. And this one's pretty much in a sentence. Sleep is good for you. Can we just write that? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm making sure I put a period at the end, and that was my opinion with my reasons. So I am underlining that in blue. That's just letting my brain know, yep, I did my opinion with my reasons. I did not go into my details yet. Okay. And now we just need our closing sentence, a thought or a feeling about school, meaning to start later. I'm just going to say kids need their sleep. That's just my thought, my feeling, my opinion. That's the closing sentence. So I am underlining that in green. Okay? This is how you write a plus I paragraph. Now, here is your assignment. On the next page of your writer's notebook, you are going to write your own I paragraph. You are going to write your I paragraph on school not changing. So let's add to this so that it helps us a little bit. Don't change school time. Okay, so you should be on the bottom of that graphic organizer. Don't change school times. So I modeled how to write an I paragraph for, yes, change the school time. Now you are going to write an I paragraph saying, don't change the school times. Now you are going to make sure that you have a hook that goes with don't change school times, your opinion and your reasons, and then a closing sentence, okay? You can use my example, but change it to match this graphic organizer. Go ahead right now and fold your paper so that all we see is this. That way, you're not tempted to talk about any of this stuff. No, we don't want to talk about any of this stuff today. We are just focusing on this side, okay? So if you need to rewatch the video to see what is included, please make sure you do that, okay? This is going to be a grade. So you need to have your hook, your opinion, which is don't change the school times, with your reasons. Remember, sometimes you have to add more detail. You can't just say problems. You have to make the sentences make sense, okay? And then a nice closing with your thought or feeling about not changing the school time. Okay, guys? And then don't forget to color code those in red for the hook, blue for the opinion and reasons, and green for your closing. All right, I can't wait for you to submit your pictures so that I can check them. And remember, it'll be a grade, okay? So have mom and dad look over it before you submit it. All right, good job. Bye.